I really like environmental data science because I think it brings together two separate fields of study that aren't usually brought together. So there's the technology, computer science aspect of data science, and then there's also the environmental aspect. So you will go out in the field and you'll study trees and you'll do some surveying, but then you'll also come back into the lab and you'll do some coding and some modeling like I do with JP.
Now we collect environmental data through so many different ways. You can use thermal infrared cameras to point at things on the landscape, whether they be water or fire. So those are those small scale sensors, but then you get into the air and we use drones to collect data. So it's everything from measuring little bits of soil, water in one spot, all the way to global data sets.
When I was a freshman, I was admitted as a journalism major, but decided to try a few environmental data science courses. And after a while, I just started to fall more and more with the science to the point where I didn't even remember why I wanted to do journalism.
The EDS major is unique is that we're giving students the skills they need to tackle big, difficult environmental problems.
So EDS, I think, is super important because if we don't know where we're headed in the future, we don't know how to fix problems. And so I think that's kind of the awareness that it brings to you.
This is a weird time that we're kind of living in. One, we're living in the information age where more people have access to so much information to the point where we almost don't know what to do with it a lot of times. We're also living in an age of serious changes in the climate that we have not seen in our lifetimes. So people who are able to kind of combine those two fields and find information about all the ways the world is changing are going to be important in the future. If you're interested in taking up that mantle, I highly suggest you look into environmental data science.